Today's horoscope, Cancer October 7th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. There can be a minor obstacle in the first half of the day. Your need for familiarity, comfort, and security can feel at odds with the desire to move out of your comfort zone to fill a responsibility. Or, it can be tempting to do something you can't fully get behind, which is probably not a good idea. Staying on the fence can feel a bit uncomfortable, but you're not yet ready to take a leap. However, more positive waves are there if you look for them. Especially as the day advances, it's easier to decide on priorities. Reasoning through problems gives you a strong feeling of being in better control of your life, and family can be the subject or the participants. When it comes to personal concerns and domestic matters, you are an especially effective communicator. You have a way of bringing others together, and their cooperation means a lot to you. Do not rock the boat or exacerbate drama today. Yet, you might feel as if it is being thrust upon you. You don't tend to be an impulsive zodiac sign, as you more often practice caution and moderation. You most certainly aren't likely to jump into the heat of the moment usually, that is. Unfortunately, with feisty Mars, the red planet of aggression, now in your solar house of identity, he will clash with mental Mercury, now orbiting in your solar house of home, family, and domesticity. This ensures that you and your partner could get into a rather ferocious debate or conflict around these themes. Do your best to practice mindfulness and flow. Do not feed into any aggression or confrontations. It might be easier said than done when Mercury in Libra squares Mars in your sign. Usually, you are not an easily frustrated individual. You can be empathetic and compassionate, which may deter you from feeling stressed by others in your work life. However, someone close to you might still say or do something that sparks an inner frenzy while you are trying to get through a busy workday. Take a deep breath. Respond to the individual and situation with neutrality instead of passive aggressiveness. Giving yourself the benefit of the doubt is critical if you are indeed seeking to change your health habits for the better. It's hard to change old patterns. It's a day-by-day effort, and real change takes time. If you feel the one step forward to two steps back syndrome, lighten up a little bit and focus on the positive. When it comes to health, your basic attitude is what matters most. Keep that in mind. Sentimentally, today's vibrations could provoke some instability, a sensation of dissatisfaction. You may feel new desires emerging in your love life. Do you have some fantasies that are demanding to be realized? If this is the case, don't be too impatient. Start by being communicative because this is probably the best means of getting what you want. This weekend brings emphasis on relationships, matters of the heart, and all things fun, playful, romantic, and creative while also allowing time to recharge your energy. As Pluto comes to a halt during its final weekend in retrograde motion within your relationship sector, Jupiter simultaneously reaches a standstill in his last weekend in direct motion within a nostalgic and reflective area of your chart. Both celestial events encourage you to remain present. Additionally, the Moon collaborates with Venus, Saturn, and Mars to ignite the playful, creative, and adventurous aspects of life. The Moon's only visit to your romantic sector while Venus, the planet of love, is here couldn't have come with better timing. Aligned with Venus and at a friendly aspect to Saturn just as their friendly aspect has peaked, is going to amplify a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia. Meanwhile, in his last weekend in retrograde motion in your relationship sector ever, Pluto is holding the doors open to the past and second chances. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, you may find yourself navigating the tricky waters of a passive-aggressive conversation as Mercury in Libra squares Mars in Cancer. Neither of these planetary energies thrives on direct confrontation, which can make communication feel a little tense, like you're tiptoeing around something no one wants to address. Have you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace, even when there's an unspoken issue simmering beneath the surface? This kind of energy may come up today, and it's important not to let it linger. When we avoid addressing what's bothering us, we often create more tension in the long run. You might find that today's unspoken frustrations resurface in a few months during Mars retrograde, making things more complicated than they need to be. So, rather than letting these feelings fester, try to approach the situation with compassion and honesty. Is there something that's been on your mind? If so, this is your chance to resolve it. You don't have to be confrontational, but addressing things with clarity can help everyone involved move on with a sense of closure and understanding. Have you ever had a conversation you were dreading, only to feel relief once it was over? That's the kind of opportunity today presents a chance to clear the air and create space for something lighter. This positive energy will likely lead to some meaningful conversations, those special exchanges that go beyond surface-level small talk and dive into deeper, more fulfilling topics. You may find yourself connecting with someone on a level that feels truly significant. But, as life often goes, there's a chance for interruptions or distractions to pop up. Maybe it's an unexpected phone call or a third party that momentarily derails your focus. Stay flexible and don't let these small disturbances pull you off course. Have you ever been in the middle of an important conversation, only to get sidetracked by something trivial? It happens to all of us, but today's energy gives you the calm and patience to gently steer things back on track. Your ability to remain grounded and open to compromise will be your greatest asset, especially when navigating those little bumps in the road. Relationships, whether romantic, friendly, or professional, are likely to take center stage today. The good news? People are naturally seeking out your company. Have you ever had one of those days where everyone just seems to want to be around you? That's the kind of energy you're radiating right now. You're approachable, warm, and open, and that makes it easier than ever to forge new connections. If you've been looking to expand your social circle or deepen bonds with those already in your life, today presents a wonderful opportunity. You might even notice that women, in particular, are drawn to your energy, and there's a strong potential to meet new friends or strengthen your existing friendships. That being said, while today's energy is filled with flow and connection, it's important to pace yourself. With so many opportunities for social engagement and meaningful conversations, you may feel tempted to say yes to everything. But remember, moderation is key. While it's wonderful to be in demand, it's also essential to maintain your balance. Have you ever said yes to so many things that by the end of the day, you were completely drained? Today is a reminder to enjoy the connections you're making while also honoring your own limits. So, as you move through today's cosmic influences, keep this in mind: address the lingering issues with grace, embrace the positivity that flows your way, and make time to connect with others in a meaningful way. But also remember to protect your own energy and stay grounded in moderation. How are you feeling about today's energy? Have you noticed any of these themes already playing out in your life? Share your thoughts and experiences below. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you,